Okay, check 1, 2. Yes, that works. Oh, I got to turn it on, I think.
Test, test. Yeah, it seems to be working.
Yeah, how many readers do we have that are going to sit up there?
Do you have an idea of how many scouts we're gonna have for readers that are gonna be your readers and stuff? They can sit up here. You get first class, second class, and two of those guys. Yeah, I'm alternating between Alex around the Carl Schmidt.
Oh, so it's just two people taking all the thing?
Kind of just for the scout stuff. I think Jake is, I mean, one of the things was this video, so Jake speaking. So I'm thinking like 5 seats.
So we have 6. Is that where you got the Eagle Scout mask?
No, my grandma gave me this.
That's pretty cool. Well, that's cool for it.
Yeah.
Did they have any mask shop when you went the other day?
I didn't see any.
Still pretty cool.
Okay, and here again? Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
Did you bring a Parker?
I had one in the car too, so.
I left it in the van the whole time since I was in here.
So you just have to sort
Yeah,
of.
so you guys just make sure you don't come out.
I think I got the first half. First half of it, I remember. Congratulations. So what you got?
Yeah, to answer your question, which I didn't answer, I don't know yet whether, I'm sure it's a licensing issue, I don't know how much more to put it on another. Worst case, this phase would be, better knowing over here when they. If it's not ungodly, yeah, it can be done. Yeah, I gotta talk to the vendor.
This makes the assumption you're coming to church every Sunday.
Well, Jim Roby's volunteered.
Okay.
I think Jen is gonna do it.
Okay.
So I wanna get like 4 or 5 people and
Okay.
work up a schedule.
How many people do you think you'll have?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I'm in that window.
Well, once we get over Easter, we're gonna be doing it. Once we get off, it's anything.
Well, I really think that, you know, if you want to get in the pool, how many people are going to show up on Sunday versus how many people watch out? I'm thinking we're maybe 10 here, and there could be 10 or 15
Yeah.
remotely. Well, a lot of people that have been on the Zoom have been from out of state in general.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah. If we can, yeah, we can expand our base by out of state this year. They're willing to financially support the church.
I really think that's where it's going to be for a while. Now, the churches are starting to open up, but I think that we're not done with COVID for a while. And the older folks aren't going to come out.
No.
So, but this is really neat.
It is very.
And now, is there a, what do you do about sound? Is it going to pick up the sound from the speakers?
Yeah, just plug into that. All this has to
not go through this guy. Now, if there was a microphone, you could pick everything up.
But it does real good at picking up the pulpit, and I mean, it's really very good.
Okay.
So you guys have maybe the last year.
I mean, if you played the keyboards, I mean, if you have microphones on, you can hear it, but has anybody come in here and played music or anything like that?
No, we haven't done that. And I think that's in part not being aware of the fact that it runs through a different sound system.
Occasionally I show up and share the secrets.
I'd have Linda.
I don't know if that would pick that up or not.
I bet it would. Yeah. Yeah, what the quality would be, I don't know.
But it would not be as good as you plug in.
Yeah.
Like high school Space for Jesus.
So that's something to think about.
Yeah, okay. Well, this company is really
Who was that? That's the guys who did that boat in there?
yeah.
Yeah.
They did this.
Actually, I was
I'm sure they
back
come out.
all day, so they're like,
Make sure, pianos.
trying to figure something, so I had to take one of the little
Figures.
courses. They're going up there and then staying here for a little bit.
Well, it could be run through the other order. But I found it to be difficult to balance the volume between the mic and the organ here. Because everything's going over there as a group, so it's like I'm taking the mics and mixing them and then putting them into
outside, are they allowed to pull their mask down, or would you prefer that they keep the mask on? Okay. All right. Yeah, as long as you're there, fire
But I have no plan here, maybe we just put the same here, and pick up that speaker, and pick her up, and there, like 7 months, I help the CIA for the Crown here.
Now it's over the CIA.
Do.
just go, just go
Left or right? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. So I'm not using this Count Spirit candle light anymore.
I got the Johnson Johnson Friday morning.
Yeah,
About 12 hours later, I started to feel a little off. And
Yeah.
all night I had
let's make sure this is
and I slept 14 hours between Friday night and Saturday.
Remember what time in the time?
But then by Saturday night, I was feeling pretty much normal. Yeah.
So God is red.
Yeah. You already had COVID, so it's not really urgent. And she got the IV infusion right after she got diagnosed. Find more antibodies than all of us combined. I think he has a laptop with him, so I guess we need to get a screen.
Yeah, you need a screen and sound and that's not being set up here.
Okay, let me go get the screen.
My sister is bringing a cable and we're gonna hook it up to my phone and then we're gonna hook it to the slide. So where's the projector? Where are we putting the slide?
Screen here, are you guys still a slideshow?
Yeah.
mean, the last time I was here, called 911 and
I remember you telling me about her walking around in here with the sheet. I was coming in here doing the finishing on the things, and I'm thinking, you told me, if I'd have seen somebody in here at night by myself walk around with the sheet, there'd have been a mess up this morning.
I hear what you're saying. You know, it's an incredible story. She had, there was cameras that were up on the inside. She had cut them loose and taken them down. Oh, it's just... I've got the pictures, but I don't know whether they're on my camera, but it was bizarre. Nice. I mean, that told me, and you know, that was the other thing. She had like over 50 or 60 violets. I guess they were slightly overdue.
Well, he was part of the circus crew.
That's just...
Yeah, no,
You know, I gotta tell you, just on the father-son that thing's pretty cool. Have you seen what
Yeah,
it
it
looks
is.
like on the screen? That is pretty neat.
Yeah, I like it. It's like, it's nice because it's like, I don't know, Zoom just kind of feels like unintuitive.
Oh yeah, I mean this is professional. They got a
Yeah.
that ain't no cheap camera there. So.
Alright.
All right.
Alright, so we're gonna do everything almost mirror the way it usually should, but,
All right. I'm gonna sit over here until the mics are sort of set. We
Yeah.
don't have a lot of people here.
yeah, we're doing, that's why I kind of realized, so,
Look, Nate, it's all about the family, man.
yeah.
It's all about the family, right? So.
I think I might move some people.
I was starting to tell you, you just need to learn to take a deep breath when you pick up the phone and she says, Dad.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know that.
What's this going to cost?
You know that routine. Yeah. Twist it around the little finger. I'm there. Absolutely. Yep. No.
Trouble lighting it.
Yeah, the wick is way down in there.
Now I would also suggest that we pop those wicks up.
I did.
I did get okay.
Yeah.
And I pre-lit the one for you.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, they were new candles. They were all flattened when I got here.
All right.
Thanks for setting up. Thanks for setting up.
It's okay, but I'm not on cleanup.
Understood. Cleanup's easy. Just throw
We
everything back in the box.
gotta put everything back.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. I was actually, I had an ulterior motive because I was pondering a COVID barrier here. But it just seems like a,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's 7:30 now, so clearly we're not going to have a packed house. We can keep people out of the two front rows, and it's fine.
all, that's going to be a super spreader right
Yeah, so stay away from over there.
there. Right. Okay. I'm not sure how the microphone, nothing's been turned on. Could have done it earlier. I don't do things. But there is really there is that's a good way to put it. You're right. To know things are happening. It's good. I thought about that the other day, and I pulled the phone out, and you got to turn it on. There's two buttons. So I'll pull that out and we'll look at it. I don't.
All right. Evening, ladies and gents. Thanks for coming. That's nice. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. And now I will ask all of you to stand up for our color guard advance. Face the flag. Salute. Pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the scout law, to help other people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Law. The scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, reverent. And now, y'all can sit.
How about the scouts?
Yeah, that's true. I'm on a great start.
The first one's always down.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'll say I'm thrilled to be here, not only to celebrate Nate's accomplishments, but for those that aren't aware, this is the first event that's taken place in this church in over a year. So it's an honor and a privilege to be here for that as well. Eagle is the highest rank in scouting, and a scout must devote extraordinary time and effort in order to achieve this goal. Therefore, the occasion that recognizes his accomplishments should be particularly memorable, and I think this will be memorable. Tonight, we will follow the light of the Eagle Trail as we recognize the accomplishments of Troop 1997's very own Nate Morgan. Within each Boy Scout glows the spirit of scouting. A single lighted candle before you represents that spirit. Because the spirit of scouting embodies the principles of the Scout Oath and Law, it becomes a shining beacon of inspiration. Alone, this light may seem feeble, but when multiplied by the more than 3.5 million boys in scouting around the world, it shines as bright as the sun. After a boy enters scouting, the Scout law that he promises to obey begins to guide his life. One by one, using the flame from the spirit of scouting, we will light the symbols for each part of the Scout law. There are 12 parts, and each is an important foundation in the building of strong character.
A scout is trustworthy. A scout is honest, and he keeps his promises. People can depend on him to tell the truth and about everything that is expected of him. A scout is loyal. A scout is true to everything he believes. He supports his family, friends, scout leaders, school, nation, and world community. A scout is helpful. A scout helps where he is needed without expecting a reward or payment for his services. A scout is friendly. A scout is a friend to all. He is a brother to other scouts and all the people of the world. He respects people's differences and customs and tries to understand them. A scout is courteous. A scout is polite to every person he meets during the journey of life. He recognizes that good manners are always appropriate. A scout is kind. A scout knows that there is strength in being gentle. He follows the golden rule and respects the gift of life in everything. A scout is obedient. A scout obeys the rules set out by figures of authority everywhere. If he disagrees with the rule or law, he tries to change it in an orderly manner. A scout is cheerful. A scout looks for the bright side of life. He cheerfully does tasks that come his way. He tries to make others happy. A scout tries to be optimistic. He tries to make others happy in the course of his life. A scout is thrifty. A scout works to help himself instead of relying on generosity of others. He plans ahead and knows the value of money. He carefully uses time and belongings. A scout is brave. A scout stands tall in the face of danger. He has the power to resist peer pressure and do what he thinks is right. A scout is clean. A scout keeps his mind, body, and properties clean. He picks friends who do the same. He helps keep his home and community clean. And a scout is reverent. A scout is reverent towards the God in which he believes. He does not shirk his religious duties or obligations. He respects the belief of others.
In the Scout Oath, the young scout promises, upon his honor, to do his best, to do his duty, first to God and his country, second to other people by helping them at all times, and third to himself by keeping himself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. You see how the light from the spirit of scouting is now beginning to grow and become brighter. Duty to God. Duty to country. And duty to self. There are several ranks that must first be attained before a scout is ready to tackle the challenges of the Eagle rank. To the new scout, these ranks seem very distant, but they will become a lot closer as the light from the spirit of scouting continues to spread. The scout begins by earning the scout rank.
The scout rank is the first step on the Eagle Trail. A new scout earns this rank by demonstrating rudimentary knowledge of scouting ideals such as tying a square knot, learning the scout oath, law, motto, and slogan.
The tenderfoot rank is the next step on the road to Eagle. While developing new skills, the tenderfoot will soon learn to enjoy the activities of scouting. Once inspired by the spirit of scouting, he won't stay a tenderfoot very long.
Second class. The requirement for second class become more difficult. The scout must learn the basics of camping and must participate in more troop activities. Now the scout is ready for the challenge to attain first class.
Although the requirements become more challenging, he keeps climbing until finally comes a day when he tops the first summit along the Eagle Trail. There he receives his star badge.
Star. More than 100 merit badges are available to guide the scout to explore careers, hobbies, and community interest items. The scout needs a total of 6 to earn the rank of Star Scout. Probably a lot sooner than he thought possible, the scout finds himself standing on the Star Ridge. Thus, through leadership, service, achievement, he conquers the first 3 great peaks along the Eagle Trail.
The next rank, Life Scout, isn't easy. The scout must demonstrate leadership, perform service for others, and succeed in mastering the knowledge of 5 additional merit badges. The higher the scout climbs, the fewer travelers he meets along the trail. Yet there are no impossible barriers along the way. This Life Scout's goal can be achieved, but it takes real effort.
Eagle. The pinnacle of scouting's ranks is the rank of Eagle. Many have tried, but few have succeeded. Only 2% of youth entering Boy Scouts ever achieve the rank of Eagle. It is a rare honor representing hard work, dedication, and strength of character.
While the rank of Life Scout is a coveted one and deserving to all who obtain it, the Eagle Trail does not end there. However, we now give you the Eagle Challenge. The foremost responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. To an Eagle Scout, honor is the foundation of all character. He knows that a scout is trustworthy is the very first point of the Scout Law for a good reason. An Eagle Scout lives honorably, not only because honor is important to him, but because of the vital significance of the example he sets for other scouts. Living honorably reflects credit to his home, his church, his troop, and his community. May the white of the Eagle Badge remind you to always live with honor.
Second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. Scout is true to his family, Scout leaders, friends, school, and nation. His loyalty to his troop and brother Scouts makes him pitch in and carry his share of the load. All of these help to build the loyalty which means devotion to community, country, one's own ideals, and to God. Let the blue of the Eagle Badge always inspire your loyalty.
The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage has always been a quality by which men measure themselves and others. To a Scout, bravery means not only the courage to face physical danger, but the determination to stand up for the right. Trusting in God, with faith in his fellow man, he looks forward to each day, seeking his share of the world's work to do. Let the red of the Eagle Badge remind you to always live with courage.
Fourth obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful. To remind the Eagle Scout to always wear a smile. The red, white, and blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the second class Scout Award, which has its ends turned up in a smile.
The final responsibility of an Eagle Scout is service. The Eagle Scout extends a helping hand to those who still toil up the scouting trail, just as others helped him in his climb to Eagle. The performance of the daily good turn takes on a new meaning when he enters a more adult life of continuing service to others. The Eagle stands as protector of the weak and helpless. He aids and comforts the unfortunate and the oppressed. He upholds the rights of others while defending his own. He will always be prepared to put forth his best.
You deserve much credit for having achieved Scouting's highest award, but wear your word with humility. Ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. May the Scout Oath and the Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow.
Eagle candidate Nate Morgan, you are to be congratulated for reaching the highest peak of the Eagle Trail. Your diligence and hard work have paid off. If you, along with your mother and father, will come forward, your Eagle Badge of rank will be presented. In addition, I would like to ask that all Scouts who have already earned the rank of Eagle come forward and form a semicircle around Nate and his family. This is called the Eagle's Nest and is used to demonstrate support and solidarity. And try and stay as socially distant as you can with your families and all that fun stuff. Get around here somehow. Yeah, sure, that'd be great. Come around that way, all right. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Nate, you have made our troop very proud. May the qualities that inspired you to this achievement continue to lead you on to even greater successes in your life. As an Eagle Scout, the eyes of all scouting, in fact, the eyes of the world, will be upon you. The traditions of Eagle Scout are high. May you live up to those traditions, always guided by the spirit of scouting, represented by these blazing candles before you. The Eagle Badge that you are about to receive is symbolic of the spirit of scouting. Mrs. Morgan, place this pin this Eagle Badge on your son's chest so that the world may know that he is an Eagle Scout. Nate, pin this badge over your mother's heart in recognition of her love, encouragement, faith, and trust in your future. As an Eagle Scout, may you never disappoint her. Mr. Morgan, pin this badge. Oops, wait a minute. No, this goes to you. You're this Mr. Morgan. Pin this badge over your father's heart in recognition of his love and support for you throughout your scouting career. Excuse me, let me cut through. Now, the other Mr. Morgan, the first Mr. Morgan. Place this neckerchief around Tyler. You forgot to cross off Tyler. Quick story. We didn't have any copies of the program that had Nate's name filled in here, and I happened to have one from the last Eagle Scout in my van. So we used that. It was Tyler Adrian, for those of you that know him. And so we went through and crossed out all Tyler's names and put in Nate, but we forgot one, obviously. So let me start again. Mr. Morgan, place this neckerchief around Nate's neck to tell the world that you will continue to support him as he completes his growth into a man. All right, and Nate, you have 3 mentor pins. You've asked to give these to people who have provided you help, guidance, and support to you throughout your scouting career. Please call forward the individuals to whom you would like to make this presentation. Thank you. And Nate, at this time, we would like to present you the flag of this great country. This flag represents the honor associated with the Eagle rank and the opportunities provided by it that allow scouts such as yourself to achieve these significant milestones. Honor and respect. Eagle Scout Nate Morgan, you are due congratulations for your accomplishment, not only from your peers, parents, and adults in your life, but also from leaders in our community and nation who recognize the significance of this accomplishment. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Four and Mr. Wingate to step forward and help read a few of these letters. Oh, thank you. The Eagle's Nest can be dismissed. Yeah.
All right, so we don't have a lot of commendation letters, given the short runway for the ceremony, since they usually take about 6 or 8 weeks to come in. But we do have some here, and they're all very nice. As the other ones come in, we'll make sure that we get them to Nate and his family. This letter is from Gary Memorial United Methodist Church. Dear Nate, the rank of Eagle Scout is a very special award made to but a few young men who have committed themselves to the work and dedication necessary to accomplish this, the highest level of achievement in Boy Scouting. It is with great pleasure that I, on behalf of Reverend Karen Pax and the congregation of Gary Memorial United Methodist Church, offer you our congratulations for achieving the rank of Eagle. We join your family, friends, fellow Scouts, and Scout leaders in acknowledging your exceptional effort and determination throughout your years of Scouting. We want to especially acknowledge your Eagle Project, the split rail fence over 230 feet in length at the Community Ecology Institute in Columbia, Maryland, will stand as something for which your careful planning, organizational skills, and hard work will be long appreciated. It is a significant contribution to this important institution and its mission. As you've grown in Scouting and risen through the ranks, you continue to provide leadership and training for the younger Scouts of the troop. Your actions reflect a true measure of how you follow the Boy Scout law and oath. We also want to recognize your academic as well as athletic achievements at Marriott Ridge High School, including your years on the school's track and field team and the Model UN Club. We appreciate your active membership at the Church of the Resurrection. We also extend our best wishes to you as you enter the University of Tennessee and purchase a degree in mechanical engineering, and what we know will be a successful career. Your Scouting experience has been and always will be such a strong foundation for your life ahead. We know that you will continue to work hard and dedicate yourself fully to your education, your career, and your service to your community. All that you have learned and achieved in Scouting will serve you well in each and everything you do. Nate, we wish you good fortune as you move on to new accomplishments, and we challenge you to always use your special talents to better the world as you travel your journey in life as an Eagle Scout. You've made us all very proud. Sincerely, Dean Kenderdine, Charter Organization Representative, Troop 1997.
The next award comes from Vietnam Veterans of America. Nice plaque there. It's a certificate of recognition awarded to Nathaniel William Morgan for outstanding achievement and exceptional leadership, ability evidenced by attainment of the rank of Eagle Scout. And this is signed by Nelson Kelly, the president of Chapter 1091. So, very nice.
All right, this one's my personal favorite. It's probably one of the nicest accommodation citations that we get from the governor's office. Governor of the state of Maryland to Eagle Scout Nathaniel William Morgan, Boy Scout Troop 1997. Greetings, be it known, because of your demonstration of high integrity and ability meriting our great trust and respect, we are most pleased to award you the governor's citation in appreciation for your outstanding services to the citizens of this state.
Last item is, this is from the Marine Corps League. Nice plaque here. And it says, this is a Good Citizenship Award presented to Nathaniel William Morgan, who has attained the rank of Eagle Scout. There you go. Very nice. The Marines. That's all we have.
All right, Nate, come on back up. Eagle Scout Nate Morgan, it is our honor and pleasure to present to you the official certification of your attainment of the highest rank of scouting, the rank of Eagle. Congratulations. Nate, you've indicated that you have a few words that you would like to share with our guests.
Yep.
The microphone is yours.
So thank you all so much for coming. If you told me a year ago that I would have my Eagle Scout in such a short amount of time, I would have thought you spent a little too much time in lockdown. I was actually going to talk about how procrastinating about getting to Eagle can be the most difficult thing you can do. But I also wrote this speech last night at 3 a.m., so I can't really say anything. But anyways, I was definitely not on track to become an Eagle before it was too late. And I knew I had to make a choice. I already gotten this far, so why not keep going? In September 2019, I was still at the rank of first class and had about 1 year to get to Eagle. It was almost near impossible to get to the rank of Eagle in such a short amount of time. For some reason, I have a tendency at looking at things the other way around, and decided to work to Eagle as fast as I could. The minimum amount of time it takes to get to life rank is 6 months, which is the rank before Eagle. I worked as hard as I could and was able to achieve Life Scout in exactly 6 months and 0 days. I knew from this point on I would have to dedicate every ounce of my time toward Eagle, and even with that, I would still need to take time away from my activities in and out of school. And that's exactly what happened. The day after I earned my life rank, Governor Hogan announced that we would enter a 14-day lockdown to get control of the coronavirus, which eventually turned into weeks and then in months and so on. Schools were closed, and my free time went from almost nothing to pretty much all day, every day. From then on, I took advantage of every second and opportunity I was given to work on the project. Although this is a celebration of me earning my Eagle rank, I would simply not have been able to do it without the constant support of Troop 1997, my family, and friends. I want to thank my family, especially my mom and dad, as they have given me nothing but love and support since the day I was born. Thank you to my grandparents, as they were very enthused about my Eagle rank and took the liberty of getting myself recognized as an Eagle Scout by the Marine Corps League and Vietnam Veterans of America. I want to thank everyone who came to help in my project, including my aunts and uncles and cousins. They took the time out of their day to make my project happen. I would not be here today without my friend Alex Ratnikar introducing me and to the welcoming family of Troop 1997. Each leader is dedicated to helping Scouts reach their full potential, as well as to teach valuable life skills. I also would like to thank Mr. Ford and Mr. Wingate, as they have provided me with so much support for my Eagle project. I also wanted to thank the other leaders, especially Mr. Greif, Mr. Calkins, Ms. Pat, and Ms. Andrea, and Mr. Greenhorn, as they have helped me progress through the ranks when I had started the Scouts. I just want to thank you all for supporting me, and as I go off to college and to my future, I'll keep everything I learned in Scouting forever. So thank you for everything.
All right, thank you, Nate. Your scouting family's known you for many years. So at this point, we'd like to invite scouts, scouters, and family members and friends to come up and share some thoughts and memories about Nate. So anyone, the mic is open, come on up.
All right, so unlike most scouts, I don't have funny or embarrassing stories to tell about Nate, but there are a few here that I do have, so I'll hold those until their Eagle ceremonies. You know who you are. So at this stage in my scouting career, I don't really get to know the Scouts until they start coming up on life, and Nate was one of those. I was aware of Nate and had seen him on campouts, but he and his family came to me about 7 months before his 18th birthday and said Nate would like to shoot for Eagle. And so we spent some time, and he got to hear the spiel that many of the other scouts here have heard before, that lays it all out and says this takes 52 to 60 weeks of time to make this happen, and you don't have quite that much time. So here's what we're going to have to do. So Nate took great notes, which I thank you very much for. It saved a lot of time, and really committed himself to doing it. And so I figured, well, he's got what he needs. The proof's in the pudding. And it wasn't but a week or two after that, Nate sent me a picture, and it just made me grin ear to ear. And it was a picture of the process and all the milestones laid out on this big poster, splattered on the front of the refrigerator where he saw it every day, all day. And it's like, this guy's going to do it. And so I applaud Nate for his dedication. Making Eagle in 7 months is no small affair. That's a big deal, and you deserve a lot of credit for putting your mind to it, sticking to it, and making the whole troop proud of us. So congratulations.
for there to kind of, you know, really add some emphasis to how far Nate really has come. And I'm sure Nate probably has a pretty good idea of the story that I'm going to tell. But you know, so Nate wasn't a Cub Scout. He came to us. Alex invited him to the troop. He was a great addition. Kind of brought a good sense of humor to the troop. But Nate was kind of forgetful in stuff that he would need for camping trips or whatnot. And then on one particular trip, we were going caving. And it's interesting that Alex invited him to this trip, because Alex also had forgotten something on this trip. And there was two important pieces of equipment that you needed to go caving. And one was you needed to have boots that were above your ankle. And Nate met that requirement, as I recall. But the requirement that he didn't meet was you needed to have long pants. And this wasn't the first time this happened with a scout, so I will say that like you weren't unique in that regard. But you know, kind of scrounging around among the adults or like other scouts, like who had long pants, there really wasn't. I think there was one other scout that didn't have long pants that borrowed something from a scout. So Nate came to me and said, I really want to go caving and I don't have long pants, can you help me out? And the only thing I had to offer him was my flannel pajama pants that I essentially wore to sleep at night. And you know, that worked out. He wore them. He got them quite muddy, crawling around in the cave. But I will say that he returned them to me completely laundered, which I'm going to say maybe Mom had something to do with. And they are still, to this day, I had them in Philmont with me, they are still my camping pajama pants. But, so just to add some emphasis to how far Nate has come, is he really came from that, like don't always have it totally together, to being able to achieve Eagle in a 7-month period is just a really, really great achievement. So congratulations, Nate.
All right, this is only my second Eagle ceremony, so I never properly introduced myself. My name's Jim. I'm the Scoutmaster of Troop 1997. And I guess it was probably about not much more than, well, I guess at this point, it was probably about 1.5 to 2 years ago when I was at a troop meeting and I was not a scout, I wasn't the Scoutmaster, I was an assistant Scoutmaster, I was just another adult in the troop. And someone came to me and said, hey, can you sit on a STAR Board of Review? I'm like, sure, okay. So I went there and it turned out to be Nate's STAR Board of Review. And so we're talking to him, we ask all the usual questions that we ask, how things go on, what do you like about the troop, what don't you like about the troop? And I asked him the question, well, I see your age here and you're a little short on time, I was just curious if you're interested in making Eagle. And he said, yeah, I'm definitely planning to try for Eagle. And I look at his birth date and look at the calendar, and you're pretty tight, you know that? And so he said, yep, and I'm planning to put the resources towards it to make it. And I wasn't quite sure he'd be able to do it, but like the others have said, you did a great job, and you certainly seem very well organized. I guess that goes along with wanting to be an engineer. So, that's all I've got to say. Congratulations again, and great job.
All right, Nate. So where to begin with the stories? All right, so what I'll do is I won't embarrass you today. It's your big day, but we'll talk about those stories later. But I'd just like to say from the bottom of my heart, me inviting you to Scouts was just a little bit of a thing. It wasn't like a big deal or anything. You came with me. I'm very thankful that you did. And from that first trip where you got lead on your face after going shotgun shooting, to now watching you push really hard and get your Eagle in a very, very fast amount of time, I'm very proud to see what you've become. You've learned so much, and I'm very happy that you came to Scouts with me. So thank you.
All right, well, I'm going to continue off kind of what Alex referenced. Go with an embarrassing story because nobody wants to. So one year, I think
I don't know, it was maybe my second year. Nate had just joined in, and one of the first camping trips was a shooting trip at Rodney summer camp. And so we had rifle shooting and shotgun shooting. I remember specifically being at the shotgun range with Nate, and when you shoot, you know, there's a lot of shooters. You go through a lot of shotgun shells. When you shoot, you're supposed to collect your shotgun shells when you're done and put it in a bucket. So Nate had gone up, shot, he had his shells, and he kept on to them. And so we stepped to the side as other people were shooting, and Mr. Beauchamp Sr. went ahead and was saying, hey, when we get back to camp, make sure you guys wash your hands thoroughly because these shells and the guns are covered in this lead. And it's, I don't know if you guys knew that, lead's not very good for you. And so Nate, holding these shotgun shells, noticed that there was a black powder inside of them. And so he started putting his fingers in the shell and wiping them all over his face, around his mouth and on his eyes, and he was going up to people saying, do I look good? And they're like, yeah. And then Mr. Beauchamp starts saying, hey guys, make sure you wash your hands. He's like, is this bad? And I'm like, yeah. And so that's one good story. There are a couple, but that's a very good one that I had. So.
So I think I'll tie the two ends together of embarrassing stories and unforgettable things. All right, so it was back when the Beauchamps were in the troop before they moved to Georgia. It was one of our winter camping trips, I think. We were all getting ready to go, leave from Hollyfield, and me, the Beauchamps, and Nate were in one car, and Nate was all bundled up in the back, getting ready to take a nap. And we're sitting there for about 10, 15 minutes, nobody's moving. And I get out and look at, a couple people were staring at a backpack in the middle of the road. And we were wondering whose backpack it was. And then I think Miss Morgan comes over and it's like, oh, it's probably Nate's. And then Nate comes running out the thing, unraveled in a blanket and everything, out here looking like Superman. And comes and picks up his bag. And then basically, almost was being very forgetful, almost was about to be looking like a poor guy on the street. But all serious, getting an Eagle in 7 months, man, that's one hell of an accomplishment. Congratulations, man.
Well, I didn't know Nate that long, like some of the other guys here, but in the relatively shorter time I knew him, he was one of the guys I looked up to the most, like some of the other guys here. Because his work ethic was the definition of hustle. I had never seen someone go from being my rank at the time, going to Eagle in 7 months. I never saw that before. I never saw someone with that level of dedication and devotion in his work. I never saw someone take time out of their day like that before, even when they had other priorities. You got that done, and I just want to say you deserve every bit of this. So, awesome job, Nate, man. Congrats.
One quick thing I want to say is for those that aren't that weren't aware of this, this is being live streamed on YouTube. So I'd like everybody to turn around and wave at the camera so that the 11 people that are out there watching can see us. And yeah, it takes 7 seconds for it to get there, but just wanted to let everybody know about that. Does anyone else want to come up and say any words?
This is a joyful day for me. First, Bill and I and Nate would like to thank everyone, including our family who are online, for joining us in this celebration. With the uncertainty over the last few months, we really truly thought we were going to have a Zoom Court of Honor or something on our patio, and this is a pleasant surprise because I think it just adds to the special day to be able to do it in person, so thank you. It's very clear to me that everyone understands that Nate how far he came and how disorganized he was when he was a little younger. And back in September of 2000 or August 2019, you know, I would bring Nate to these meetings, I would drop him off. Sometimes I was able to make it, you know, with 3 kids and wasn't always available on Wednesday nights to sit. So I kind of thought Nate was kind of cruising along with his ranks. And that summer, Bill says, you know, Nate's not even at Star. And I said, well, I don't know what that means. And he's like, so that means he's got 2 more ranks until he has Eagle, or can get Eagle, and he has to have it done by his 18th birthday. Well, Nate was quickly approaching 17. So I sat down with him and tried to understand, well, what the heck has been going on? Why aren't you a little further ahead? And so anyway, so I remember emailing Mr. Greif and trying to confirming what I thought, like, for him to achieve Eagle was probably unrealistic, based on his history of how quickly he was moving through his ranks. So I sat down with him one night and I said, hey, Nate, I said, I think we got to make a decision here. I said, you're approaching 17. You have 14 more merit badges you have to earn. I said, you either need to make a decision, you're going for it or you're not. And if you're not, that's okay. You know, we'll back you either way. And I said, think about it. And so he came back and he said, I'm going for it. And I said, okay. I said, you're going for it, you're all in. So, as Mr. Four mentioned, we put together a roadmap to Eagle, and it was on the board, actually on his bedroom door. And he saw it every day. And we started, I put my project manager hat on from my previous job, and we had meetings every Sunday night. We set goals, we set tasks, we met and said, what did you get done this week? What are you getting done this week? And he did it every week. He went down that list and he did it. And I was pulling him along and we got to life. And I was so proud of him because he truly was in it for himself. He had the desire, he was driven. And when he got to life, he took off. I never met with him again. He informed me where he was. And to see the progress of where he was, you know, a few years ago, forgetting, you know, half the stuff he needed on his camping trip, coming home in the garbage bags, and, you know, finding out he forgot his pajamas, his coat. I think someone lent him a coat for the whole trip. Just little things like that, too. He literally found a project. He initiated the meetings. He went to Home Depot. He negotiated prices. He totally just blew us away with what he was able to do. Thankfully, we had COVID to give him that time, but I think he would have done it either way. So to say how proud we are is an understatement. I think everything he learned on this journey will carry him through life. It has given us the confidence that we needed to send him off to college, that he will remember to get up, go to class, do his homework, because I was a little questioning then. But now I know he will be fine. So thank you everyone for your support. This has been a wonderful troop, and he's made some wonderful friends, and I know he will stay active in some way and pay it forward in some way. So thank you.
I'm Nate's grandfather, and I got to tell you, thank God for letting me live this long to see Nate accomplish what he's accomplished. It's an honor. I got to tell you, I've seen him from day one all the way to now, and I've followed him pretty much through a lot of things, fishing trips, surfing trips, a lot of good things. He's just a great guy. Turned out to be a fantastic young man. As a grandparent, you know, it makes me so proud. I'm from the Eastern Shore. We retired down there, my wife and I, his grandparents. And the veteran organizations down there took him on as one of their own. They recognized Eagle Scouting, and he came down and did a presentation on his project to the VBA, Vietnam Veterans Association, and they recognized him. They put him in the newsletter. This is before tonight, and they contributed some money to help him along his way. And the Marine Corps League also was a great organization that I belong to, recognized him, and the National Commandant Representative knows about Nate. He's just an honor. He's a great guy. Thank you, Nate, for making my life full. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our Eagle Court of Honor. Normally this is where I would say anyone that wants to congratulate Nate can meet in the fellowship room and we'll all have some food and drinks and everything, but things are a little different this time. So do you want to say a word or two about how things are going to work?
So we have a table, everyone's exited that way.
And you know the deal. Try and stay as distant as you can when we're heading that way. So at this point, I'd like the audience to rise while we retire the colors. Got salute. Two. Let's have one final round of applause for our Troop 1997's newest Eagle Scout, Nate Morgan.